Hey everybody, this is the new moon for September 15th, 2012. Now the new moon will actually fall in Virgo. Virgo is the sign that rules tedious tasks and projects, the little details um, in anything, any project that you take care of. It's also, I call it the sign that takes care of daily routines, running errands, taking care of chores, just the little things in life that we don't tend to want to deal with, but we have to. For instance, I call it like the sign that you see the receptionist, answering phone calls, taking care of invoices, all these little tedious details, accounting, bookkeeping, crafting, sewing. Um, the good thing is that the new moon is going to bring about 2 weeks of just a lot of great energy to really take care of things going on around you, being able to take care of, tasks and projects. Mars actually is very positive to the new moon, so it's actually going to get a lot of energy and motivation going for you. So anything that you need to take care of, you're going to have the energy for it. Now, Jupiter squares the new moon. Now, to me, whenever I see Jupiter squaring the new moon, it goes in two different ways. You're going to discover that you're going to indulge, whether it's food, fun, money, drinking. You'll also enjoy having fun, laughing, being around people that are just enjoyable, optimistic, positive. You're going to find yourself laughing more, joking around more in the next couple weeks. So it's kind of fun and it's interesting, but I would see it as something very positive, if anything else. Now, the only little minor negative part that I would say kind of be careful of is that Mars and Jupiter together are not connecting well. So you've got to be a little careful. When they're working with the moon, it's great. But when they're working with each other, it can create a lot of indulgence and taking big risks and chances that may not work out at the end. You may spend more on an investment that may not give you the greatest outcome. Maybe not right away. It could be eventually it'll come, but just not right away. You may also find yourself doing more and investing and getting less in return. So be careful whenever you're taking big chances on investments, property, your emotions, money, anything like that. Really double check and really read carefully everything that you're doing before taking a big chance, because you may find yourself being overly optimistic on something that may not come through properly. So just be a little aware. The good thing about the new moon in Virgo is it does make you look at things a little more carefully, which is great, but also be a little careful that you may be jumping the gun a little too soon or too quickly. So just be a little cautious when you're kind of going through this whole process of looking over things. Now, everybody's going to be affected differently with the new moon. If you are a Virgo, a Taurus, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, it's going to affect you more in a personal way, like relationships, uh, dealing with friends, people in life, because it's more personal, it's more interactive. If you are like a Leo, or if also you are a, what sign this is? Like the Leos and the Aquarius people are probably going to notice it more on a financial level. So that's just going to make you, be more top of your finances, organizing, budgeting, saving, looking over the finances. And that's going to take over for the next couple weeks. Now, I will say when you do get a chance, read your monthly and weekly horoscope that I have out on my website, thepsychicone.com or thepsychicone.co, to read your monthly and weekly horoscope. And that's going to describe for you where your particular sun sign is going to be affected and how it's going to be affected by this new moon. If you know your rising sign, also make sure to read the rising sign too. Now, I do want to very quickly mention that I do have an internet talk radio show that I had just started about a couple weeks ago, and I want you to join me today as I talk about and discuss the 5 stages of grief. You can call in. Um, I will be putting the number out there. Also, you can, just listen to the episode that I will have today and just kind of learn how to handle the 5 stages of grief. Grief isn't just about mourning somebody who passed away. Grief is also with breakups and the endings of relationships. You will probably be surprised how something as simple as that you would get affected by grief easily, from denial to isolation to um, being depressed, and also at the end, finally accepting for what it is. So today at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join me. You can listen along by just going to my website, thepsychicone.com, and following or actually, like I said, thepsychicone.co, um, following the Blog Talk Radio player, and just keep an eye around that time. Play it. If you happen to miss it, you can always replay it again, and then you can just kind of listen in. I will discuss the 5 stages of grief, also how to manage them, how to handle them, so you can move on, whether it's moving on with your life, moving on to a new relationship, a new life, for yourself. And there will be other episodes coming in the future. So join me later on today. And for the new moon, go to my website, read your monthly and weekly horoscopes so you know exactly how your sun sign will be affected by this new moon. Like I said, hope to hear from you and enjoy my horoscopes. If you are looking for a psychic reading or an astrology reading, again, you can find me on my website. You can also call me at 1-800-275-5336 at extension 0234. Talk to you soon.